Hey, Alma. That was our territory. One six was 6 6 You the pressure. Get them a busser. They calling me because they know I am a block rock.
Can you hear me, Tish? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've been on Restream.
What's up, Elma?
Nothing much. What's going on?
So I was on somebody's live last weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Why you get into it with my girl Elma?"
Question.
Right.
Yes.
Just something about. I just finished my application for Safeway. Should I go out there tomorrow,
Uh,
or should I wait a couple of days?
wait a couple of days.
Okay. Whoa. I did my thing yesterday, so should I wait until like Friday to go out there?
Yep.
Okay.
Um, he wouldn't tell me why y'all got into it. And I don't know why ain't no picture or nothing coming up on my
I don't
picture. So
know.
this is really a test run.
I've done it
Uh,
before, but I can't remember because it's been like almost a year since I done Restream. I should have looked into it.
and it's been over 2 years since I did Restream. This is what I first started on, but I noticed they got more graphics and all of that stuff. So I'm still trying to learn about it. I've been learning about it at work.
Yeah.
So how you
Um,
been?
Pretty good. Just hanging in there, taking care of my little stuff I gotta do, and that's it. I've been online too. I've been in in the bushes, in the clouds. Um,
What you
I
thought about what happened a couple of days ago? Because we was both in there.
Oh yeah, I know about that. And it was a few things that I really, really, really didn't understand about some people
This.
um that were kept telling him he needs to stop and get offline and all this stuff. And I'm like, why can't people just let people have their moment? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like they were refusing to let him have his moment. I was like, okay, I can't stand when somebody tries to dismiss, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I talk about that a lot. I'm like, that shit don't be what's up to me.
It's not cute. And then they were saying, I seen where the comment was made also as well. You know what? For me, it's like people get online and they just get too out of hand with the controlling stuff. Like people were telling him he needs to get offline, and then
Talk about
um
one man. He was telling him, "You need to get offline. You need to erase this live," and then he erased it to come right back on. I didn't understand
yeah,
that part either, cause I was at work, so I seen all of this shit.
He's his own man now, and I'm like, so why are you telling him he needs to get offline? He knows what to say and what not to say. He
Mm-hmm.
made it this far in life. Like, I can't stand when people do that and won't let you have your moment.
Right.
And you know what he said needed to be said because we needed to hear. Um, of course, I told him, I always told him I would support him and his girlfriend and stuff like that. Which I've never spoken with her. Which there's no reason for me to speak with her, but because we will all be on Clubhouse. But I seen someone has said, in which I didn't like that either because everybody's just hanging online, just kicking the shit. And someone was like, "That's where they hide their girlfriends over at Clubhouse."
Mm-hmm.
Why did I don't understand why people think somebody need to hide from somebody. Like, we're grown. We don't. Nobody needs to hide anybody, hide anything. If you choose not to come and participate, that's you. But don't try to say that somebody's hiding someone. Nobody's hiding anybody anywhere.
So, like I said, over the weekend I was over. It was, I think it was Saturday night. Miss Pearl has sparked up a live,
Uh-huh.
and I saw it on. I saw it in my algorithm. So I went
Right.
over there. You know what I'm saying? Jumped on the panel. It was me, her, for a minute, and I saw that. I don't like to say names on my shit. So this specific person, because we have talked about this person, and
Mm-hmm.
what was up with you and Elma? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like she coming to grace everybody else's, you know what I'm saying, chat, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, well, you need to ask her. So what was it that y'all had got into it about?
Well, because
We don't
it
have to
was
say the names.
it was his friend that was trying to start stuff, and I'm trying to be nosy, like trying to make it look like we had something going on, and just because I was supporting him, because for one, you know how I support you too, and I met him over there with you. You know how I supported
Mhm.
Serpent. He supported me. La 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 la. Okay,
Right,
so then they must don't know what that looks like when someone supports somebody. Um,
right.
Now, mind you, I did. All I ever said about him really was that I thought he was cute, and that's just from the picture I seen online.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't get into it with him. He got into it, and basically did what they do, evidently, from what I'm seeing over there on that side. Um,
Mm-hmm.
how I've seen people react. His friends were like poking the bear a little bit. They were like and saying little stuff to him. And I don't know if his girl was like they were like overdoing it. And then he snapped. Then all of a sudden, I guess he had something to prove. So all of a sudden, he cussed me out. Like, I don't care what this B do, and this B can go suck a dick and do all this other stuff, and like I
So
need
basically
people to.
he
I
had
don't.
go along, get along person.
Yeah, it was like he went along to get along, and it wasn't cool to me because I was like, I really thought, which I don't know him that very well, but
Right.
that's what you get online, and that's basically what you get. And I've been seeing some of the people that he hangs out with online, and they basically do the same thing. It's always the cussing people out, the bullying, the you know what I mean,
See,
and
I ain't gonna lie, Elma. I've been rocking with them like for 3.5 years. Uh, I know almost everybody who come on that panel. Not like in personal terms, just on YouTube.
mhm.
And I see people just ain't changed for the better. You know what I'm saying? Being on YouTube.
Yeah, because it was like they were trying to tell him, basically always trying to tell him like how to carry himself and just overdoing it. Nobody's touching anybody, we're just online, and they basically started it. And then he busted out in this whole thing and started like basically I called it cussing me out because he was referring to me and saying I don't, and I think he was doing, you know how people do that to kind of like save face a little bit. Um,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, like I don't care what this B do. I'm like this. I was like, hold on. I was like, where in the world did all this come from? Because I've done nothing to you. I was like, I'm not doing anything to you. And then he was like, he was talking about all this. It was pretty vulgar, and
Was that on here or on
that was on
back?
Clubhouse.
Okay, okay. See,
That was on
they
Clubhouse,
started.
and I believe it was. Yeah,
They started. They. I used to come club. Excuse me. They started Clubhouse back in the early 2003, and I had downloaded it, but I didn't like it. I don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. My thing is, if it happened on Clubhouse, take that shit back to Clubhouse. Don't bring that shit to YouTube.
well, and what I tell them, and and I'm this is no dig at you, but I feel like, for me, like I can basically tell whoever I want because if I don't gotta keep nothing secret, I don't gotta hide nobody, I don't gotta go hide on Clubhouse. Like people were saying, like that's where they hide their girlfriends on Clubhouse, and I think that's what happened between him and his girlfriend because somebody went back and told her had nothing to do with me because I haven't been on there.
Hmm.
Now I don't know if there may have been a build up. You know how sometimes things build up,
Right.
and but I hadn't been on there for like a couple weeks, and all of a sudden somebody goes back and tells, from what was said, was telling his girlfriend that that's where they hide their girlfriends at. That is a lie. I don't know who's hiding anybody anywhere, but I be everywhere. I be on Clubhouse, TikTok, YouTube, um, other apps that y'all don't know about, um, different groups, book clubs. I don't care. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
don't gotta hide nowhere from from nobody or nothing. So I don't
Hmm.
like when people try to do that because to me it's like, for one, it's a lie when it comes to to me, because I would be over there all the time. Nobody's hiding me anywhere.
Hmm.
But I don't know if they were referring to me, but I was just making that clear because I would be over there, hanging with them and stuff. But you said, like you hung with them. Everybody hangs with them.
Right.
You know,
I
are they
mean,
hot?
like
Are they
I ain't gonna
hiding
lie,
nothing?
like
Yeah,
back in the day. So back in the day when I used to fuck with them, everybody had a shift basically. So I'll go to one shift to another. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
they know me like working doubles, triples. Like, damn, do you ever have time off? But you know what I'm saying? I end up getting into it. Well, something happened back in 2022, and you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers stopped really fucking with me. I want to say January of 2023. It
hmm,
is what it is. I'm not mad about it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It is
But
what
it
it is.
happens. Yeah, it happens. But it would never be a dig on me that you do what you're supposed to do your thing. We all supposed to be grown on here. And I notice a lot of people they come to other people's panels and try to control their shit. That shit irks my motherfucking nerves. I swear to God.
Yeah, like they moving something around. It's like, stop with the extra stuff. Like I know you want to be in charge of something, but give it a rest.
Facts.
The only place who hiding me is Jesus in the sacred place of the Most High. You're not hiding me anywhere, and I don't. And it was a female evidently that had went back and told and said that. And then when Paper City had tried to address it, nobody would address it. But I think that's what initially started the whole thing, was somebody saying that that's where they hide their girlfriends, and then his actual girlfriend got upset about it. And one thing you know about men, you be looking in one place, but it's really in another. Not saying nothing about him, but nobody's hiding. From what I know, I wasn't privileged to that information, but I definitely know nobody was hiding me. The only reason why he cussed me out um was because that's what they
Basically, to
do.
show face.
That's
Basically, to
what they
show
do.
face.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's
that's what
crazy.
they do. They need somebody to ragdoll. It's not a complete day unless they do that.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been, what I'm saying, in a particular sector very, and I rock with that sector very hard. I don't know if you remember me telling you. I'm not gonna say it, but they've been dragging that girl like hella bad,
Yeah, they've been
hella
dragging,
bad.
but they don't. But you know what? For me, I
And
don't know anything about this
they
young
just
lady.
not dragging her for her looks. They dragging her about the people she, is supposed to really like on YouTube or whatever.
It was given some stuff, but like I said, that's his stuff, and I didn't, and I said let me back off and not go there because sometimes we don't know like the full details of everything. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know anything about this young lady at all. I never
Yeah.
never looked into it. I do feel bad about what she said happened, only because I would feel bad for anyone. But
But as
however,
I but as I'm hearing, it was not a problem like hours later.
and that's exactly why I
And
don't.
then a lot of people think it's a play.
Well, for me, I hope that it's not, but I do hope the best for them. At the end of the day, I hope it's not a play because that's not something to play with. But if that's how he likes to play, then that's what he does.
I just, my thing, Elma, is I want people to know that my page is original. I want everybody to get their shit off, but in a respectful way, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
And I would get it off, but I would be coming from a place of almost ignorance because I don't know anything about
No,
this young lady.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking in general. I'm just
Yeah, all
talking
I
in
know is
general.
what I heard. I don't know, I haven't looked into it, in which I don't plan to either, but evidently some stuff had been going on in the sectors before I, got to the sectors, the different sectors.
Let me tell you something. I know in that particular sector, a per this is how I feel. A person wanted to change everything because a lot of people had admit rights on that particular channel. Now, that person started doing what they supposed to do. You're supposed to go around advertise your channel. That's how you gonna get your shit up. But in the meantime, between time, you want to make sure that when you advertise and they come to your channel, that's my problem. I don't want to I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Broadway. Broadway, again, I said this before. Like, why you ain't telling me you had a channel? Because I want genuine people to be on my channel. I don't want people to like the channel or subscribe to the channel and they're not gonna be here. That makes no sense to me. So I was, what I'm saying, I came here to support you. That's all that matters. You get what I'm
Well,
saying? I
one thing I did would say I heard Broadway say today is that really kind of touched me a little bit was that I heard that he would be attending possibly Big Baby's baby shower.
baby shower. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm always
I
in
thought that
there.
was very
I love
genuine, but
Broadway.
not if they're gonna go around. I really don't like the thing where they be talking about kids and stuff like that. That's a little. It's not even little. It's just it's
But
it's
see, the
nasty.
thing is about Broadway. Yeah, the thing about Broadway, which I can say is he's a respect. He don't even like to. He don't even argue with females unless you keep coming and coming and keep coming at him, and then he would go the fuck off. Let me say that. You know what I'm saying? And I never really heard him talk about kids unless his child was brought up. Now, if his child is brought up, that's when he get to talk. He went, but he don't like going that dark place. Let me tell you something. I know Pisces man. I'm a Pisces myself, and they don't. We're not dark people. A lot of us are not. I want to say at least 85% of Pisces are not dark people. We don't like to lie. We always tell the truth. And you be with somebody so long, especially a Pisces, and you already know how they rock and move, and shit get to being funny. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. I don't care what zodiac sign you are. When a Pisces, when you do certain things to a Pisces, and it's a you usually routine thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we're into routines, and you get to move it kind of funny. We already know something going on.
Yeah, my a lot of my good close friends or best friends are Pisces. Um, so a lot of people I've enjoyed have been Pisces.
That's
but
what's up.
hmm but you know, I that wasn't a surprise to me though when they started dragging her because it seemed like it was kind of brewing up. It was brewing up.
I feel, you know what? I feel that way too. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't know.
It's
I
like a
wouldn't.
rotation in the people they drag.
Mm.
Yeah, they
It
rotate.
did. It did. That person had that camera slip. Like everybody been just roasting her ever since. Like from her avatar, her real avatar, um, 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 picture to her real life cammed up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I know I had an avatar on somebody's page. They was like, "How old is this picture? 5 years ago?" And I turned my camera on. I still look the same. Just look a little bit older. It is what it is. What can I do about it?
I'm a person like this, and it is important now. It's important that we see, who we're talking to, only because certain things in the black community should not be discussed with certain people present, and we had to make sure. But at this point, it's like, regardless of what a person looks like, it's about what's on the inside. And I heard someone say that today. They were like, it's not that people are ugly, it's like they make themselves ugly, by the things that they say,
Right,
um and how they, interact, with people. And it, you know and then, people say they're ugly, and it comes out on the outside.
right.
um but not that type of person to call anybody. I think everybody is special and unique in their own way. But
I agree.
um with that being said, you know, there are some things that, have been said that I did feel was, kind of nasty, by certain people. But
Right.
I know she was probably upset because of what had happened. But you know what? That's them. That's what they do, evidently. I just know when it comes to me, I couldn't even, when he had cussed me out like that, I couldn't even respond like that because I said I really didn't feel it. You know how you gotta kind of,
Right.
because I can say stuff too, but it's like I don't want to say too much because I know that I got my own stuff going on. I don't want to speak prematurely. I know I have my own things going on, and we don't want to, talk too much, even if it seems like other people are getting away with saying what they want to say. I try to be careful with that because I know I have my own kids. I know how much, I care, and I just can't see myself, going that far. But I try to just think of it as like, oh, they're just doing it for entertainment. Now, I thought The reason why I didn't think it was for entertainment because um I don't think someone would go that far, you know, in saying like the abuse and that about about who.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I was like, that's not really something to play with. But they like to play with a lot of different narratives over there, but it's not something to play with, and it's not something to take lightly.
I agree.
Um, but if it's working for them, who am I? I mean, a lot of these people have been online. They've had, you know, what they call success, doing that. So, who am I? I'm sitting there listening to it. So, and the only reason why I was listening, of course, because it was someone that, you know, it was someone there. They were talking about that I had met online.
Uh-huh.
It's just I don't know. It's just weird because it's like you meet a bunch of weird people online, and I'm like, it's making me think I'm weird.
So don't ever think you weird, because if that's it, all of us are weird. You know what I'm saying? Because like you it but you want to be there just to support somebody. You know what I'm saying? You might like the channel. You then you get one fucked up individual that comes on a panel and it pisses you off. Shit. Let's be real.
He supported my channel. I was like, for all I care, she could have came and supported my channel. Like a lot of these people, like they do all this talking and stuff. Like they want everybody to support them, but when you have little stuff like I had women's protection, you have your channel. It's been many nights we've sat on
But
here and
I
talked.
I never knew. Let me tell you something. I didn't even know you had a channel. I heard about it because you was brought up again Monday.
What happened? What they say?
So they didn't really say nothing. They was like, let me not get on that girl armor. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then they went to, I
They
didn't
better
know
not
he
say
was
nothing about me because I'm gonna drag
no,
somebody.
no, no, no. I didn't know he had beef with Miss Pearl.
Miss Pearl, I didn't have beef with Miss Pearl. To me, I
No,
just felt,
he had, no, not you. He had beef with Miss Pearl. I did not know that.
but
Over Clubhouse.
it's
It's
just
over
baffling to
Clubhouse.
me because like like even when I would try to talk to Miss Pearl stuff like that, she's always she's gonna ride with them, and that's what I
Yeah,
don't
she
get about
always
them.
did.
Right, she rides so hard for them, and they just flip on her in a New York minute. But I know she does that because they're all truckers, they all drive, and she
Facts.
needs that support. When they're trying to get
That's
down the
one
road.
thing I don't think she needs. She don't need, you know what I'm saying? A lot of females like that, they don't need nobody support, but she want to support them, because if that was the case, when she go live, they would come and support her. Let's make that clear. Because I'm every time when Miss Pearl goes online, if I see it, I'm always in her chat. I always say hi or whatever. I don't hit the panel like I used to, but I did hit the panel last weekend. And her punk ass fell asleep on that motherfucker. Talk about we gonna have a slumber party on the fucking game.
Well, the thing is like when I say she needs the support, I only say that because they're actually all truckers, and when they're trying to get down the road and stuff, they're the ones that are awake. They're the ones that are supporting each other. Because they're
Right,
all driving, and
right,
so and that's why I say she needs their support. Not like she needs it like that, but she's gonna stick with them because they all be up driving, et cetera, et cetera. So that's where I was
right.
coming from when I said she needs that support. Versus us, we not truckers. Like if we feel like going here to sleep, we'll just go to sleep. She'll still be up driving. So
Right.
that's where the guys kick in, or the other truckers. Where they
Yeah.
can get down the
I
road and
think
stuff.
she just sweet, and I feel like sometimes she don't have to take the bullshit she take. She's a very sweet woman.
She
I've been
is.
loving on Miss Pearl like ever since 2022. Let me tell you something. One time I needed help, and I was at work and I was online with them, and I needed some help. Miss Pearl and Gina looked out for me. They sent me, it wasn't a lot, but they sent me like one person sent me 20, one person sent me 30. You know what I'm saying? Like I was grateful, and ever since then, I'm always gonna love on Miss Pearl because she didn't have to do what she did for me
Yeah.
or Gina. You know what I'm saying? So I'm forever in debt with them. That's where I come from. I'm from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I read my. I'm really into, and I'm not into religion, but being a gangbanger and had to learn my literature. I'm still like um into that. I'm still listening to that in my head. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't realize when if you have like a lot of people in Chicago, all in the Midwest, they have literature. If you're a GD or BD, whatever, Vice Lord, whatever, we all have literature. You can't be that if you don't understand the literature. So I'm still going by that. I'm 46 years old and I still go by that literature. You know what I'm saying? Even listening to my granny. But in the
Um,
meantime, between time though, Elma, I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me. Shit, when I die, you not dying with me. Are we gonna hold hands when I die? Come on now. Let's not do that. You feel me? No. I'm cool.
um, basically, they had a problem. I don't know. It's just maybe I just didn't fit in, over there. But it was fun. You know what I mean? It was fun, except for the cuss out and everything. But um, I just know there's like a lot of people online. They'll just flip. You know,
I see that all the time. You absolutely right.
like if they see some low hanging fruit, like they're definitely going. Try it. I don't know what that's
Yeah.
about, but they think they can dictate like who's on and who's offline and where you go, where you comment, what you say, monitoring emojis, and it's too much. It's childish.
Yeah. Um, I totally understand though. I really do.
And but like in that situation, nothing was directed towards me. Of course, because I haven't done anything, but nothing was directed towards me. It was, I guess, directed towards some stuff that's been going on the past few weeks while I haven't been over there on Clubhouse.
Yeah, it had to be on Clubhouse because I was on Trickio channel a lot. I really barely seen them on Trickio's channel ever since he started changing the concept of his page. Like, bro, you can't get mad because the person wanna change the concept of their own page. You know what I'm saying? Like when I met Trickio didn't have a page. We was all on everybody else's page. You know what I'm saying? We was on G Nut page. We was on Ghost Town page. We was on uh um um Mississippi page. We was on um Checkmate's page. Everybody had their little roles or whatever. And then when I started my page, I used to go like real late for the truckers who had to work hella late. You know what I'm saying? So I used to go then, you know what I'm saying, especially on the weekend. But yeah, so
Yeah, girl. And that's all it is. But it's like they try to make it more than that, And it's I don't think it's no more or no less than people just hanging out. They go over Clubhouse, hang out. because if they be up late or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and then people try to make it up, like try to make it out to be more than what it is. Um,
Yeah.
for me,
Like I said, I used to be on there on Clubhouse a couple of times. I just didn't like it, so I just erased that bullshit. Everybody got their own little preference. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Nobody's wrong. Nobody's right. So it is what it is. That's how I feel about it.
yeah, you know, um, and like you said, it was my choice to go back over there. You know, I could have just,
But my thing is, you're not wrong because you want to go back up there. You know what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of people get mad at people for doing certain things they don't like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own mind. Nobody's right or wrong. Nobody.
exactly,
And I want to make that clear. You know?
exactly. You know, nobody's right or wrong, and we're just on there hanging out and stuff, and then people got to try to be messy, talking about that's where they hide their girlfriend. Nobody got to hide from nobody on Beyonce's internet. I mean,
Everybody
come
said, I
on,
heard
it's her
somebody else
internet.
say
Like, nobody got to hide nothing for nobody. It's a bunch of delusions of grandeur.
that. Yeah.
And but you, like I said, I wasn't addressed with anything in the kerfuffle. But it was sad to hear. But I mean, you know how people they get stuff stirred up. They be like, "Oh, well, stop and you should get off and not talk about it." I was like, "Well, y'all was the main one starting stuff.
Man.
Main one starting stuff, trying to make stuff out to be more than what it is. Being nosy."
Right.
But yeah, one man, he really did it last night. Like, he really just kept saying, "Oh, and sip and get off and stuff like that." I was like, what does he need to get off for? He not gonna let nobody just say something about him and not address it, you know?
Right. Facts.
Like, what does he need to get off for? You on here. If you don't want to hear it, then you get off, you know? You
My
won't do
thing
that though.
is, I think it'd have been different for me, Elma, if a person would have stood their ground.
Yeah, I
And then,
didn't. If it,
I, like hours later, it's not the same energy you were just giving, like, you know, hours earlier.
yeah. I mean, well,
That's
people they got their stuff with them, and but you don't want to cry wolf too many times
yeah,
because if something serious happened, and nobody's gonna believe you. Nobody's gonna take you serious.
yeah. That's what I said.
Um, and I was like, is it really to the point for clicks and views that you really saying all that? Like, I
Like it
didn't.
made me. I ain't gonna lie. Like when that person came up there, like, I thought she was really spilling her emotions, and she was like, just talking stuff, and like, I hate you, I hate you. I was like, I was feeling her. You know what I'm saying? Then later on, I hear that you was like, don't talk about you and your man. I was like, okay, I'm done. That's a whole play.
Yes, child.
Whole play for no reason. Like you get people on their emotions, and you know what I'm saying. Uh, the person who holds the page was
Mm-hmm.
getting cursed out in a different chat. I heard them get cursed out because I'm like that person, but the person who was talking, I you hold your own channel. Why you couldn't take that to your own channel? You have a YouTube page too.
Exactly.
So why you can't bring that to your own page? Because you don't have the traction that he has, the panel holder has. You know what I'm saying? Because the panel holder is everywhere. He's everywhere so much like where I be at. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he pop up in the chat, they know who it is. He didn't get his, regardless if his page is not jumping the way it is. Like he y'all had y'all pages longer than he did. And this is second page because his first page got porn bombed and it messed up his whole page. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So he had to start another page. Like, come on now. But
that
now he want to go to a different direction. That's why everybody went to Clubhouse. And I ain't mad at him. I support him. Shit, motherfuckers want to change how everything is. And you know what I'm saying? What trips me out is I hear them used to complain all the time. We talk about the same shit. We do the same thing. And now Tricky will come in and, change up his platform. Everybody has a lot of people have a problem with it. How you
yeah,
gonna get mad at, and everybody got their own platform they could go to.
and that's why I said I didn't, have too much smoke about anything that was like when I got cussed out and stuff, because I was like, well, then again, it's my choice whether to come over here or not. I have my own page. I could go listen to other people, and stuff like that.
Right.
So but it is what it is. And but yeah, that was a whole mess. It's like they're so messy over there. They're so messy. And so if you want to see something messy, then that's when I go over there, just to look and watch.
Right.
I try not to get involved too much, because if somebody starts stalking me like that, I'm gonna be upset to the point where I'm gonna be very upset, because I don't like when people stalking and looking behind me like that. Not even in
Right.
life. Yeah, this one dude, he was talking about he had looked me up. I said, okay. I said, okay. Keep looking.
You
Looking. But
stupid.
yeah, he said this just happened. I ain't talked to him since. I was like, man, I ain't doing this. I was like, this is dumb. You just looking me up because I ain't called you. It's like the little threats. That's what I don't get about people on YouTube. Like, we're not doing nothing to do our own computer programs, and we're not but yet we get on this app on Beyonce's internet, stuff that other people created, and try to be the boss. Like, you can tell people where to go, and you hide people gotta hide on Clubhouse. Don't nobody gotta hide from you. For what? Who are you? You know what I mean? I bet you when somebody sign your check, Tish, well, we used to get check signed. You still get your pay stub and stuff, but when that they're not signing nobody's checks.
Facts.
Everybody wants to be so important. They want to run around here calling other people broke and trying to these delusions of grandeur and all this other silly stuff. I was like, it's just a mess.
Yeah, I
But I
agree.
will say, that young lady, I will say, I think he a little bit messy too, because I will say I've heard that young lady, speak on different times, and it has been messy and it has been vulgar. I was wondering to I said I don't know him very well. I just wondered to myself, I said he got to be messy, because I don't know um any man of a certain stature that would do that, that would even tolerate something like that.
Right.
And that's just my opinion. Um
But I just feel like, he's still young, like my son. My son in his 20s as well. And
Yeah.
he be messing with a toxic ass girl. He be telling me. And all I can keep telling him is you don't need to be messing with somebody like that. I didn't raise you like that. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. I ain't finna lie to you.
But then again, I know how it is when, when you're bitter, you're angry, you have some rejection in your life, you have certain things that come out. Um,
I ain't trying to be funny. Everybody having somebody, not somebody, but everybody, at least at one time, has been rejected. I mean, come on, man. Like, you don't have to. Let me shut up. You don't have to be evil about it, though. You
but
know,
what I didn't get about him, like, you gonna let somebody talk about your kids? And that's when I told you when that dude had tried to pull me up, he had tried to look me up, and then he started like trying to read stuff about different stuff about my family member. I said, okay. I said, this is your first and last time. And last time. Because it sounded like somebody she had said something about his kids, but I don't understand how people go with that.
right.
Talking about people kids, this, that, and the other. Them kids have not done anything to you. But I thought I was like, maybe she want one with them, because I know how it is I know how it is out here, because I've dealt with, different men and stuff like that. And I know how you can get very upset, and there's things that bother you. So, but when she said something about his kids, I said, whoa.
But hey, let me tell you something. You can always get into it with a person without bringing up anybody but the person you mad at. We're gonna
But I
make
got
that
cussed out though. See,
right.
but now I'm
And
over here
you know
like,
what I'm
woe
saying?
is me.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something, Elma. I don't know. Did you my live?
I don't think so.
So before this one, this live we testing now because I'm on a different. I'm not on Streamyard no more. I'm trying a different uh uh platform. But anyway, so I was talking to one of my friends back in Illinois. I haven't talked to in about 6 years. So we was talking. She was like, your ex was on Maury. I said, what? She was like, your ex was on Maury back in 2019. I said, for real? She said, yeah. So I'm trying to look for her. I'm trying to look for her. So I knew the girl he cheated on me with, they was together. So what I did was I knew her whole name. So I typed her whole name. Maury popped up. So that particular scene came on. So I'm just looking at it or whatever. Looked at it a couple of times. I said, I'm gonna do commentary on this bitch. It's not a long it wasn't a long ass motherfucking thing. It was like 7 minutes or whatever. So I did commentary on it. Like that was my ex I used to fuck with. Everybody was like, how can you mess with somebody like that? It was just hey, I was in a different time and different time zone. And I wasn't thinking about all of that. I was just trying to get over what I used to be with. And it's crazy because that person didn't really act like that until we moved. Because he moved out here to Washington with me. So he never acted like that at that particular time. You know what I'm saying? Then he got to moving differently. At that time, we was together for like 7 years when we moved out here. So he got to acting differently. So in 2015, we broke up. Shit, I don't need that shit. I'm not dealing with no negativity in my motherfucking life. I'm not doing that no more.
Right.
That shit for the birds. I don't have time for that negative. You know what I'm saying? It on YouTube or off YouTube. Oh, I'm if I disagree with you, and you know what I'm saying. we not on the same page. You ain't shit. No, what the fuck are we doing? Don't say people have their own mind if you still gonna basically try to delegate their how they feel about a certain situation that how you feel. No,
And
we
that's
don't do
exactly
that.
why I didn't, that's exactly why I don't want to, say too much about something I don't know about. But I'm just
Right,
telling you, I'm just observing, like, from what we all heard the other night,
right.
but because, like, at the end of the day, I can't make a decision for him, you
And
know.
you know what I'm saying? And the reason I said what I say, it was just not that. But I hear it all the time. Like you'll catch somebody else's chat, and okay, if they talking bad about you and they coming on your chat, yeah, okay, you have all means. Hey, you go
But
off
hold
on a
on.
motherfucker.
You know what, Tish? You didn't finish telling me what was said about me on Monday night. You said they don't want to get on that girl
No,
Alma. Huh?
he never said nothing. Then he went straight to back to Clubhouse and he showed a girl who be on Clubhouse that they was really arguing about
But wait,
before.
you can't. You don't. How you gonna get on me because I haven't done anything. All I did was support and
That's
hang
why
out.
I was like, we
That's too
need
much, like,
so
right for them though.
no. This is what I'm saying. So when that happened, he got on that girl from Clubhouse. I don't know who the fuck he talking about. He showed her picture and
I've seen her
everything.
before. Well, she's pretty. She kind of like brown
Yeah,
skin.
and he was like, I passed him to my homies or whatever. I'm like,
This
it was
and that's
just
the
make
type of stuff you're
like
not.
it was
Nobody's
pissing me
passing me
off, bro. It
anywhere.
was really pissing me off. I'm like, bro,
Yeah, you can't
stop.
pass
Don't do
me.
that. No,
I'm
not you.
no, I'm
Not
just
you.
saying,
The girl
like,
from Clubhouse.
no, because I'm at this point, I'm not differentiating myself from any other female that I see them dealing with, because they'll do anybody the same way.
Hey, I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I'm gonna be who I am. You're gonna take it or leave it. It
Right?
is what it is.
You're not passing me nowhere. Because, honey, let me tell you, like, I know how to meet men online. I've met men online. I know how to meet men online. I don't need you to pass me nowhere. Okay.
Right, right.
So I don't like when people try to play like they the boss like that. You're not passing anyone anywhere.
Man,
I be
hey, it's
moving
crazy.
around.
That's how I feel about it.
Like, so, I mean, if I wanted to meet men online, I'm pretty sure I can. That's what be getting me about, like, some of these people online, like, or even us as, a people sometimes, like,
But
now.
a lot of people say like you can't meet like you. It would never last on a with a person online or whatever. Like I have never met nobody on YouTube, but I have met somebody offline, like on a dating site. Like my old relationship, I met him on a dating site. We was together for 7.5 years. And this other person that you know what I'm saying? Like we not like big on a relationship because we talk, so we know what's going on in this, in this thing or whatever. He can't get mad and I can't get mad about a certain situation. It is what it is. But I'm a tit for tat person to a certain extent. Like don't say it's this and that, and then you acted like a whole different person. So hey, I can play. I know how to play that part too. So don't talk shit to me when I do the same thing you do to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then
because
that
I
would
play
turn
my
me off.
part. I didn't, you don't, I don't talk to anyone offline or anything like that. Only time I talk to people is on, like, while everybody else is there.
Right.
And only did that out of, you know, only did that because who has the time in the day to talk to everybody anyway?
And my thing is too, I'm in my 40s. I ain't gonna lie. I'm really not a phone person. Like when I get on the bus, like I gotta go to work tonight. When I get on that bus, if the people who I don't really support is on, I'm listening to my playlist. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole 45-minute bus drive. If I had my own car, it'd be 20. But I'm not doing none of that shit. I'd rather catch the bus. Because I work downtown and it's so expensive to even pay down here. And they love towing people cars. If I had a car, fuck y'all. And I catch an Uber wherever I need to go. If I really need to go somewhere, I'll just catch an Uber. It is what it is. Shit, fuck that.
Yeah, like messy people are just um
I,
that's their thing.
now, so let me ask you, what you consider messy? Because my thing is, like, if I rock with you, I'm going, you know what I'm saying, let you know what's going on and ask questions. You know what I'm saying? If we rock together, you know what I'm saying? Do or what do you consider messy? Because like messy to me is like um
I figure messy um going beyond the boundaries of now, like for example, what we heard the other day, of course we're going to talk about it because we're in within the boundaries of concern because it was said in public that somebody was being abused. But when you go beyond the boundary of concern, that's basically not your business.
yeah.
That I call that being messy. Or like when the one dude, which I didn't really care, but when the one dude the other day had told me he's not from off YouTube, but he had told me he had um looked me up and started like talking about he started like and saying stuff like reading it off or whatever what he had seen, and I said I call that messy because he wanted me to expound on things that wasn't his business. um Also, I call being messy, of course, cussing people out that support you, you know,
Yeah,
just
I
messy
agree.
is just being mean, being nasty. Um, you have the spirit of backlash and retaliation. You know,
That's one thing I cannot do. I don't give a fuck how mad at you. At, I don't care how fuck you are mad at me, or vice versa. A person can put my business out there. I wouldn't give two flying fucks, but I couldn't do it to another person. If
exactly.
I make a promise, regardless if we are or not friends, I'm I keep my promises. I don't give a fuck about none of that. A motherfucker can drag me from here to the heavens up above. I wouldn't give two flying fucks. If I say I'm gonna keep it to myself and I promise you that, that's me. I just can't.
Talking about kids messy, wishing ill will on people is
Like
messy.
if I'm gonna talk about somebody, I'm talking about them. The person who I'm mad at. You know what I'm saying? The reason I do that, Elma, because like back in the day when I had all my kids staying with me, now they grown, you know what I'm saying? And when I used to get mad, they was like, Mom, why are you taking it out on me? And I had to think about it. Like, and I've been living like that ever since. And that's when my kids was young. You know what I'm saying? My youngest now is 18. My oldest one, her birthday is the 18th of this month. She would be 34. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I I've been living by that ever since, and Maybe I might not like something, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I would tell a person I don't like something, but is their opinion. I can't take their opinion away from them. And I would never do that to nobody.
It
Because
wasn't the
everybody
fact that he was looking me up. It was just the fact when I reason why I call it messy, because it's messy because um they were doing it to hoping to find something to overshadow their actual record, their actual background, and thinking that I'm getting ready to go roll around in the mud and be like, oh, well, I can look you up and I can see what I can find. Well, I already know I'm gonna find. I'm gonna find some stuff I'm sure that I don't want to see.
right,
and
right.
just trying to compare yourself to other people, that's messy. So because you know what, if you gotta look somebody up, if you're in a relationship with someone, and you feel like look them up, you could do it together or whatever, you know what I mean. But it's just certain people attitudes, it's like the spirit behind it, the intention behind it is messy. So I'm not saying people are messy for doing their homework. I'm not
No,
trying to
I
say,
agree.
yeah, no, I'm
I
not
agree.
saying
I
that.
agree.
It's the intention, it's the trying to compare yourself, your faults, when we know we all have faults, trying to
Yeah,
compare
but like
yourself to
I
other.
tell people all the time, Elma, I ain't shit. I'm not shit. I'm
Me
letting
either.
everyone know that. So I don't think I'm better than nobody.
Exactly.
I'm not even thinking I'm better than a mammal, period. Anything that's a mammal, I'm not better than. And we're talking about animals as well. Let's be truthful. These motherfucking animals know more than we do. They know when hurricanes come, they know when all of that shit starting to come that way. That's why they go the opposite way. Let's make that clear. So I don't never think I'm better than nobody. But in the meantime, hey, beauty. So I always feel that everybody has a voice on here. If you can't have it there, I want them to have a voice over here. That's why I don't want to promote. I know I can promote my page on the people who I support, and I feel like they will support me back. But in the meantime, I want people to come over here because they like my channel. They like the discussions we have. Or you know what I'm saying? We just messing around or whatever. Or I might try to do a little commentary on something. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to build my channel.
um but like you said, nobody, and you know what, I could be messy too, just for even listening to half of the stuff. So like I said, I'm not trying to say
Oh
I'm
yeah.
above anyone, but if you ask me, what I think is messy, it's so many things that could be messy. But I call being messy is basically going beyond the boundary of concern. Like, of course, if we all hear that something's going on with somebody, we're gonna be like, oh well, how can we help? Or we're gonna have our stuff to say about it and stuff. But when you're like prying and trying to find something and be like,
No,
oh, I
you know
see
what,
this.
Meg? Hold on, Elma.
Hmm.
Before I lose my thought, I don't mean to cut you off. But
No.
you know what pisses me off is when people bring it to the internet and get mad when people commentate, say anything negative about the whole situation. That's what pisses me off as
Well,
well.
at that
Why
point, I
bring
think
it on the internet?
I think that, and that's the part where I think that people care. And when they say something about it, when you bring it to the internet, because it's like this, don't bring something there and think that people just gonna, you know, we're gonna try to see if you're okay. We're gonna, try to help you make it right, or however that looks. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't think I understand when people do that and do commentary and stuff, because they're in the boundaries of concern, especially if something's brought to the internet. They're like, okay, well, you brought this to the internet, so now we're concerned about it, because we're not gonna just dismiss what's been said here. Because if people dismiss you, then you would say nobody cares. So I understand
Yeah,
when people, some stuff is
I
for the,
agree.
and some stuff, yeah. So I don't fault people when they have like their their channels and with different stuff that's brought to the internet, because then, you know, us as a people, we're going to be like, okay, we're not going to trivialize, you know, the pain of our own people, and however that looks, however that gets sorted out.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah, and sometimes, and I know what you mean, Tish. Like, I know we shouldn't internalize things. Or if someone tells you something in confidence, and then, like, say you told me something, you know, in confidence, and then I go bring it to the internet. I would rather you bring it to the internet yourself if you want
Uh-huh.
it there. If I did it, that would be messy. Like if you told me
I
something in
agree.
confidence, and yeah, so you know, and because I don't, I think that we should help each other, you know, get through stuff, you know. But
But
so you know,
I just feel like a lot of people ain't understanding that though. That's
yeah,
my
because they're
thing.
constantly trying to bring other people's business to the internet. If people want their business on the internet, then they'll come on and talk about it,
Right.
you know. And when people do come on and talk about it, like you say, you can't really get mad when people express concern, however that looks. Some people be like, I'm
I
pulling
agree.
up, be like, where this motherfucker at? You know, you know, people got different reactions. You
Yeah,
lying, you
you're
know.
right.
So, but we have to also realize, kind of have to stop, you know, blaming each other, because when someone does bring something to the internet, um, you know, we have to try to support each other the best way we can, because there's a, you know, why people, some people want to make people aware, because that might be the only, no matter what they say, that might be the only support system they have.
Right.
Because you know how
But
some people,
my thing is, people say they about all of that, but they're not. That's what be like really ringing my head. Like you're a liar. Like you're not about that life. You're not about, you know what I'm saying. Even in my company, we the company I work for, we supposed to help women of color. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? So it sometimes it rattles my brain a little bit.
I do have women's protection, and I've told several women about that. Um, if they wanna, you know, if anybody ever wanted to come to me and talk about something, you know, or they want to hear like what knowledge I have on the situation, I would be willing to share, you know. But I'm not, I'm not going to, but I'm not, it's, you know, because I have women's protection, every time I hear something, it's not like I'm gonna be trying to jump to somebody's rescue, you know, because of course I'm only one person. But if people want to talk, they'll talk to me, they'll tell me. Um, I do feel like I could have done more to help people, but I will say here on the internet that I do have some of my own stuff going. Um, so you know, I could ask for, and I think, you know, you're a place people can talk and stuff like that. I would ask women for help. That we could all, you know, help each other. Um,
Yeah, but that's if you get the right people, the genuine people. Pe- You get people who can be genuine for a couple of weeks or months, and then they totally turn on you. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be crazy to me.
yeah, because you know, like you said, you get people out here who say, like you say, they're this and they're that, and they're not really about that life. You know, they're not serious. They're not taking it serious. You know, they're still not in a place. And I would even say too, they're still not really. Some people still not really in a place where they can, you know, they can help people. They can't be trusted, because that's a
Right.
huge thing. You know, in women's protection, that you have to be trusted. You can't just go on here on Mad Day and start telling people. Now, if you want to tell your own business, that's on you, you know. But that's one thing about women's
Hey,
protection. You can't do
hey,
that.
Elba, jump down and come back up because my girl over here telling me
Okay.
she hear you double. So jump down and
Yeah,
come
I
back
hear
up.
it. Okay.
That's okay. That's crazy because I don't hear it at all. So this is a test run because I don't know, like I don't understand why my thing is not popping up, and it's making me mad. Like so I don't know what's going on. But long as y'all can hear me, I'll figure it out. But I don't know why I can't. You know what I'm saying? Come up. But I'm learning. This is new. This is a new yard stream for me. So excuse me. I don't know. I don't know. E. Oh, thank you for getting my notification. I'm trying something new. I'm trying something new because I got tired of playing. I ain't gonna lie. I got tired of paying that StreamYard, and this is a whole $20 cheaper. Only had to pay $21 for it, and I like the graphics on it. I tried it the first time I ever started my page. E. So when I started my page, this is what I was using, but their graphics is totally different on here now than they was when I first started 2 years ago. Thank you. I hope so. That's why I said testing. So
Hey, can you hear me?
yes, ma'am.
You think it? Do you have your YouTube playing at the same time?
Hold on. Let me see. Let me take that out. Okay.
Is it still
Talk
doing
again,
it?
Elma. I don't know. You sounded. No, I'm not at work yet. I got a whole. What time is it? I got 2 more hours before I have to leave for work. But I had took my shower like 2 hours ago, and I laid my clothes out. So all I have to do is put them on, and it's real nice out here. So I already know what I'm putting on. Elma, talk.
Hey,
Do you still hear it, E? You still hear the double?
it must be something else running in your background.
I don't have nothing running in my background.
Did you go into your
No, I'm asking her because she the one who told me she hear the double. I don't hear the double. You sound fine to me, but she said she heard the double. So I was asking her, do she still hear it? Because I erased everything on here. I mean, took everything down.
I heard a little bit of a double. Like, yeah, I hear myself echoing.
You still hear yourself echoing? Because I
Mm-hmm.
don't hear it. I don't hear it at all. I promise to God I don't hear it. She said it sounded the same. Let me see if I got something open. I don't. I mean, like I don't see myself. I don't got nothing open. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nothing open.
Me either. I don't have anything open. Trying to figure it out.
Oh shit! I didn't know it. I like this. It's almost like Streamyard, but everything is in cursive, and I love it. So this is really it's testing. So I'm still trying to learn how to work with it. You know what I'm saying? So let me work with it a little bit. I just, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she said hi, Elma.
Hi.
Hi. I'm still working on it. Yeah, I'm still working on it. So I'll figure it out. It just, But you know what I'm saying? What you be talking about on your page, Elma?
It's been a while since I've been on. Just different anything,
Anything.
different stuff.
Stuff.
Um, I have a few videos on here.
Here.
Let me see.
Let me see.
All right, so
So you try to make me throw change at you because I can hear you singing. I'm not
thank you.
stupid. I have to
Um,
throw some quarters at you. That's all I got right now, some pennies.
I have one is called What is
What
Cheating.
is
I have
cheating?
a few
I
with
have
Chocolate
you
Earth
with chocolate
Foundation.
earth
I don't know if you
foundation.
know
I don't
her,
know if you know
Chocolate.
her, chocolate.
Gifted Hands.
Gifted
I did
hands. I did
read a little bit of that
read a little
book.
bit of that book.
Dr.
Dr.
Umar.
Umar.
Um,
Um,
I did
did
Cycle of
Cycle
Healing,
of Healing,
Poetry Night,
Poetry Night,
Kwanzaa,
Kwanzaa,
Perfect Loving.
Perfect Loving. Okay.
Just little stuff like
Just
that.
little stuff like that.
But anything, we
But
just talk.
anything, we just
Some
talk.
stuff I
Some
had,
stuff I had,
I took it down.
I took it down.
Yeah, but we would be,
Yeah,
they would
but
be on there
we'll be on there
arguing. Just,
arguing. Just, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like some good titles. What you looking at, ugly kid? Okay.
No, I don't have another
No, I
device.
don't have another device.
Laptop.
Um,
on my
on my
laptop,
laptop,
but I don't know what
I
it
don't know
is.
what
It's
it
making it
is. It's
double.
making it double.
I
But
really
like I
don't.
said, this is testing. This is new. This is a new whole thing from StreamYard. So we'll get it. I'll figure it out. We'll get it together. See. So it's not like StreamYard, like I can fix her volume or audio or anything. So
You say.
it's kind of different over here. Stop.
Do you want to go
Do
back to
you want to go
StreamYard?
back to StreamYard?
No, I'm not going back to StreamYard because I'm almost paying $50 compared to my. I only had to pay 21 here, and they have graphics, and I like they got a little music. Their music is better as well. It's all about me just learning how to use it. That's all. I know how to use it better now than when I first started because I did start off with this. Like when I first started my page back in 2022, I started off with this at first. You know what I'm saying? But did I end up going there? But it's just about me learning. And I just got my internet changed over. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm having a little problem with that a little bit. So it is what it is.
So what do you think
Supposed
about
to
What
be,
do you think about
it's supposed
Trump?
to be faster, but it's not. Shit. It's giving me problems. My son gonna call me like 4 o'clock in the morning while I'm at work yesterday. Well, today, and he gonna say the internet. I said plug it and unplug it and plug it back up. He's like, I'm gonna call you and let you know what happened. He never called me, so I knew the internet was started working.
What you think about the
what you
puppy
think about the
side?
puppy side?
The who?
P Diddy.
P Diddy.
Oh my God, he gonna be up in there like R. Kelly. Yeah, he gonna be up in there like R. Kelly. Now, when I was a kid, when I was in high school, R. Kelly was like in his 20s, in his early 20s, mid 20s. I think when he came, so before R. Kelly came, R. Kelly, he was it's called Public Announcement. He's with them first. You know what I'm saying? I love music, so I know. And you know what I'm saying? Like when that video came out, him, giving a female a golden shower, she was a little bit younger than me when it came out. Uh, and then the newspaper out there in Chicago said that he paid her parents. So ever since then, no, if you think about it, even when they came out with the R. Kelly story, you never ever seen her come out. You know what I'm saying? Because she's in her 30s. Or, I mean, she should be in her 30s or early 40s right now.
Right.
So, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never heard nothing about her because in the newspaper, like I said in Chicago, he paid her parents hella money. You know what I'm saying? So then they moved out because the girl she stayed in the suburbs out there, in the west suburbs, where I stayed at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because she went to school with my cousin. Now my cousin is 4 years younger than me, so they went to school together. He said he seen the tape. I never seen it. So he said he seen it and he was like, that girl went to school with me. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to went to the same high school, which high school I went to, when my cousin came in, I was leaving. I was already graduating. So when I graduated, he was a freshman. And that's when the tape had came out. That I want to say the tape came out in 95 or 96 because I graduated in 96. So that P. Diddy, like, I just feel like he was gonna get his karma regardless with this or with something else, because he made his millions off of his old artists. You took that, you took everything from them. You took their masters. You could have gave them their masters and let them make their money. You were still making money off of Sean John. Like literally, they still sell that.
Yeah, we're selling it,
We're
and
selling it in
Say that again.
Neiman Marcus and
the
stuff.
markets and stuff.
I couldn't hear you. My bad.
They were selling it
We're
in
selling it in
Neiman Marcus.
the market.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, so like I seen Sean John out here. When they had when I first moved out here, in Macy's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When I first moved
Macy's.
out here.
Macy's.
Yeah, so I mean, he was still making good money, but I just felt like you really made your millions off the back of the people who supported you, and that was your artists. I thought that was so wrong, though. You shouldn't did that. And then you know what really made me despise P Diddy is when Black Rob died. And you know who Black Rob is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he passed away, he was homeless. He ain't had no money. How you don't have no money off of Whoa? Motherfucker still playing Whoa. How that man don't have no money off of Whoa? You know what I'm saying? Like how Jada and them, how the Locks don't have no money. I thought they were some dope lyricists all together as a group, even individually. You took that like if so. I tell people all the time. I love awards. I'm into the hip hop awards, BET awards, the American Music Awards. You know what I'm saying? The Grammys. I'm into all of that. Been into it forever, ever since I was a kid. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I saw what was that last year on the hip hop, no, I ain't gonna say last year. I'm gonna say 2 years ago on the hip hop awards, P Diddy had came up there with Mace and Lil Kim. I think it was the hip hop awards or the MTV awards. One of those. The next year of last year, P Diddy and his son came out. Like you Total on them. Like Total was one of my groups. I only had two groups I really liked. It was Total and TLC. I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like Ti's baby, his wife's group. I didn't care for them. I mean,
Mhm.
I liked SWV, but I it just what they weren't. I want like I used to go to sleep with TLC. I'll have my radio right there, and I stayed in the group home. So when TLC came out with Crazy Sexy Cool, and I had bought me a radio that you had the tapes and CDs wasn't really that popular. They was out, but they wasn't that popular than tapes. So I had this radio that would just turn over turn over the tape. You got the A side and the B side.
Mhm.
So that's what I used to do. You know what I'm saying? Listen to that when I'm sleeping. And at the time, like I said, I stayed in a group home. I had my little, I was like, I was, I think, immature was my dogs.
Yeah.
Like I had them posted all over my wall. That's what I loved about my group home. So we did what we could, long as we weren't disrespectful. And I learned a lot from my group home, and I stayed there for 2 years. Um, they let us express how we wanted to, long as we wasn't disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say I want to say like my junior year of high school, before I started my junior, no, I was already a junior. I ended up moving into a group home. So at that time when I moved into that group home, my daughter was already 2 years old because I had her when I was in eighth grade. Uh, so when I had God damn it. I hate when I lose my train of thought. I'm over here watching the Cosby and lost my train of thought. My bad. Um, when I went to the group home, I never thought I could be express myself. And I used to even go to the church. I used to go to church and everything. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of times I had some experiences in there that, you know what I'm saying, like the pastor knew, like, you caught the Holy Ghost. I'm like, no, catching. I'm used to people catching the Holy Ghost, like, and I'm not real big on that type of religion like I was when I was a kid. And you know what I'm saying? But my grandma always taught me you treat people the way you want to be treated. So when I'm on here, that's what I do. I want to treat people the way I want to be treated. If you can't treat me the same way, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't I don't have no ill wills against you, but it is what it is. And some people don't like me talking about it. Talk about you already brought it up. You keep talking about it. Sometimes it's not out of my system. I gotta talk about it. You gonna fuck with me or not? Shit, it is what it is. What we talking about?
Um, I was gonna say I was looking here on Restream. If you go underneath um where your picture is, like where your main screen is, and go to the settings and see if your echo cancellation is on.
Okay, I'm finna check.
You see where it says setting. It has a microphone, the camera.
Say something.
Hey,
How it sound now?
I can still hear myself back.
Okay, hold on. Elma, say something.
Hey,
Do you still hear it?
yeah. It's like a delay. Like I'll say something and then I'll hear myself back.
Can you hear it now?
Let me see. Yeah.
God damn it.
Ain't that something?
Say something again.
Hey, yeah.
You still can hear it. Say something.
Hi, Tish.
Hi, Tish.
You still hear it?
Yep.
Yeah.
God damn. I'm trying to fix it for you. But see, it's only gonna fix on my side. But you say you hear it, but I don't hear it at all.
I wonder if it has something to do with like
But like,
the way I
The
signed on. I
like
signed. I had to go
StreamYard,
into
like
this
I
group
can.
post.
It's not like I can go fix it like I can on StreamYard or whatever. But like I said, it's just a test.
Okay.
okay.
I'm not tripping. I'll get it together. But yeah, I just paid this yesterday. And it was only $21. I'm like, nigga, I'm not gonna keep paying all that money for it. And I don't be having nobody in my chat. That's fuck. I just refuse to.
I
Too
thought it
much
was only
money.
$25.
$25.
I only paid 21.
I mean,
Where?
on StreamYard.
I mean, on StreamYard.
Oh, I've been paying almost $50.
You must have had
You must
advance.
have advanced.
I didn't see that $25. It won't show me that one. It shows me the other one. Maybe it shows them the other people that because that's what they was doing. I was paying hella money for mine. I'm like, I'm not doing that no more. And I know somebody who uses Restream. It's just about I just gotta learn how to twerk it a little bit. So I'm not
Yeah.
tripping.
Yeah.
So yeah, I be just feel like people be get like they it's a go along, get along, Elma.
Yeah,
And
it
you
is.
know this. It's crazy when you can spot it out. You be like, what the fuck? I ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, where the fuck I come from in this situation?
Right.
Right.
People like if
People
I
like,
if
if
they
I,
don't like
they
you, then
don't like you, then they
you
got you.
they want to tell you which pages to go to, and they're mad at you and
And
for going here, going there. And it's
going
like
here. It's
Yeah, I got you.
it's like why
It's
would you
just
let me?
crazy.
Why would you over here? Why would you over there?
there.
Right.
I seen you
I
over here.
see
I seen
you
you over here. Or why was you laughing?
laughing.
You could have been
Oh my
laughing.
god, because they see some laughing emojis up in there. You got to be laughing at them.
Right.
Right.
I mean, obviously, you got to be laughing at them as many people as in the chat.
Right. Obviously, you're
Yeah,
laughing at
obviously you're
something.
laughing at something.
Somebody might have said
Somebody
something,
might have said something,
you
Ain't
know.
nobody.
you know.
I don't think nobody gonna laugh at no DV situation
No.
No.
unless that person just don't like you. Now I can see that.
I was laughing when
I was
somebody had said
laughing when
something
somebody
funny.
had said something funny.
Um,
Um,
can't remember what it
I remember
was.
what it was.
It's just crazy because I know I'm comfortable in certain places. A lot of the places that I go to, I feel uncomfortable. So I really might come down and just say hi. Sometimes I might say a couple of things in the chat, but like literally, I don't go on the panel that much because no, I just you know what I'm saying like I see how these girls get down and I'm not gonna sit here and argue with no women. I just don't have time for it. Now back in the day, the truckers, I used to argue with them. Like Trickio, I'll still argue with him, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's all love and he knows that. A lot of people I used to say that to, they used to get on their feelings. I never could understand that, but it is what it is, you know.
He actually seems like a
He
cool
actually seemed like
like
a
a
cool person, like a
guy.
guy.
Trickio, he's hella cool. I've been, like I said, I've been knowing Trickio before he even started his page.
But
But
So when he started his page, I was happy. I was, congratulating him and everything. But a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, now he want to change the format of his page. That's why a lot of people went to Clubhouse. But I didn't understand why y'all go to Clubhouse when that shit didn't work the first time. Y'all stopped getting on there and going back to your own pages. Why y'all just didn't go back to your own pages? You know what I'm saying? Because Trickio did give certain people admin rights that they could start a live with or without him. You know what I'm saying? So y'all could have just went to your own page. But the thing is, Trickio is in these YouTube streets. Y'all not. That's how he built his page.
right.
Now,
right.
now y'all want to get mad and instead of going on your own page, but you ain't bringing up. Let me say this. I know I'm not bringing up no kind of dust on my own page. I'm gonna make this clear right now. But in the meantime, between time, I would never use somebody else's platform to get my shit off about somebody else, and then they get caught in the crossfire because you decided to use that person's page because you have them type of rights, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, what type of following they have, and they think they come to see that particular person until they notice that you fuck with somebody. Like, you fuck with somebody, some of them do or some of them don't fuck with. And they just finding this out, and they come over here, which I don't have a problem with it, but why you can't take that to your own page if you have that much problem?
I see what you're
Your
I see
saying.
own
what you're
page.
saying.
Well, I think he just might need his
But you
voice.
don't.
His voice.
No, but my thing is, you don't have that type of traction that he has because he built his channel. He advertised his channel. He was in these streets. So yeah, and then he wanted to change his channel to a certain how he wanted to. A lot of people didn't like that. Oh, you can get people off the with I heard somebody say they could get them off the panel. You know what I'm saying? Because I was brought down. So I didn't know that he changed his channel like that. So I tried to
Hmm.
get back up there. He gonna block me. I was like, bro, you don't have to block me. Just just let me know somebody brought me down. I ain't gonna come back up. So after that, like Trickio, respect my wishes. I ended up getting blocked back down, brought back down, and I just went up in there to see if I can still get in there. And he unblocked me. So, you know what I'm saying? I just jumped down because you can see if you block soon as you try to hit the panel, it's gonna tell you blocked. So the second
Okay.
time when I got brought down, I went back into the studio and I noticed my studio came up. So if your studio still come up, you, before you hit the thing, because you get your studio got to come up, then you can hit the panel. So when I got blocked the first time, I mean got paid down the first time, I tried to get back up there because I didn't know what was going on. So it would tell you automatically you're blocked from this channel. I mean, getting back up on the channel or whatever. I could type in the chat, but I couldn't come up. So yeah, I asked Tricky, don't do that to me. Just tell me I was bought down. I'm cool with that. I ain't have a problem with it. So when I got bought down the second time, I could. I noticed I could get back in the chat, so I didn't get back in there. I just wanted to make sure that I could get back in there. Um, but I was bought down for that whole day. It is what it is, but I never got back up there. But he respected my wishes. Don't block me. I would get, just tell me I was bought down. And then, like I said, I checked and noticed I could still get back up there and I just jumped down. And I was, that was the rest of my night. Uh, I got kicked out for the rest of that night, so I wasn't tripping. I think
I just
everybody got to run their channel the way they have to, how they want to run your channel. But I don't like when people say you got to pick a side. I don't like that type of shit. I'm not picking nobody's side. I still be in the
right.
clouds with certain people. Period.
And sometimes I
And
just listen,
sometimes
but
I just listen.
yeah, he would let me come
Yeah,
up,
he would
but
let me
I
come
try not.
up, but
I don't go up there all the
I don't
time.
go up
Only if
there
he
all the
tell me to
time.
come up,
Only
then
if
I
you
will
tell
come
me to
up.
come up, then I would come up.
I'm like that on certain people pages too. If you ask me to come up, I will. I ain't gonna lie, I will come up. Like when y'all was like, come up, I was like, I'm at the nail shop.
Yeah,
I'm getting my nails done, you know what I'm saying? And the times I was at the nail shop and when I did come on the panel, I went outside. It's just all about, it's so quiet up in there and I just don't want to mess up the vibe. And then like I was getting my toes done, I was like, oh my god, this shit feels so good. I'm at the nail shop.
I would get my
I
nails
would
done,
get
but
my nails done, but
my real nails had got
my
so
real
long.
nails have got so long.
So since I don't have a lot of calcium in my body, my
Mhm.
nails are paper thin, so I have to. I always get my nails done because my nails are paper thin. It don't matter what I do. I didn't try so many different things, and it just wasn't helping me because they was like, you have so much lack of calcium, and it's
Yeah.
just crazy. Yeah. But it is what it is. But I'm gonna get off of here. I gotta start getting ready for work. I gotta be out of here in about an hour.
Thanks
So
for
Thanks for
listening, Fish, and
listening,
thanks for
Fish,
having
and
me
thanks
up.
for having me up.
I'll be back on here tomorrow about the same time, same bad channel.
Okay.
Okay.
Cause I wanna get this down. Stop, nigga, don't lick my eye.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Thank you,
All
boo
right.
boo.
All right.
Did I ever get your
Did I ever get
Instagram?
the Instagram?
My Instagram is my name, Letitia McGee.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.